The city of Lincoln. This is the venue of the day, and I've got a good evening to kill. So I'm going to give it a go and have a look for the massive bloody cathedral, which, looking out of the hotel window, I know is that way. So I'm literally just going to head there and see what I can find without the map. Let's do it. So basically the conference I'm here for is actually about all the waterways and the water people and the water cleaning people and the sewage people. And a guy did a pretty good talk on the Roman history and then the water history of Lincoln. Now this water was here when the Romans came here. So one of the reasons they turned up in the first place. I think we're in the lowlands. There's a bit of a map I can show you of the general layout. But we're at the bottom of that hill where all the housing and dwellings were, and then heading that way where you can see that spire, but that's not where we're heading. It gets high. There's quite a hill, as you can see in that map, and that's where we're heading, and that's where the castle and the keep were and all these other bits. So we're gonna have a look up there. So just heading out of the Brayford Wharf bit brings us down these canals. Now I don't know if this is the canal that was put in by the Romans, because one was run basically to the Trent to start shipping some bits around. Very clever. But then there's a lot more Brindley-esque kind of canal work going on in the 18th and 19th centuries as well. But that's nice, isn't it? That's cool. I like it. Yeah, honestly, I've never seen Lincoln Cathedral in person, but I'm very excited for it because I know it's just one of those kind of reminds me of Cologne, another one that I've always wanted to see. Well, this is bloody nice, isn't it? Look at all this madness. It's a little bit Edinburgh, but older. Well, very cool. I am surprised how nice this is. Should have brought the boat, but I'm in the wrong car. Very nice. So we've got a lot of new buildy stuff over here, which looks very 2004, maybe newer. It's very clean still. But yeah, it looks like something happened in this area that wiped quite a lot out. Was it war? Tell me in the comments, because I can't be bothered to look actually. But what's cool is this. I mean, it's a Marston's, but okay. But the Witch and Wardrobe. That's a cool pub name. I think the artwork's pretty sick as well. It's a bit new school. Higgledy higgledy. Chimney breast. So one of the oldest buildings in Lincoln. There's probably 2 of 3 terraced houses knocked into one. Very cool. For many, many years it was a chippy called the A1. Does anyone know it? For the last 30 years or so it's been trading under this name. Now just for Lord of the Rings reasons, I might have to go in the Green Dragon to say I have. Just like I went into the Prancing Pony in Ashbourne for the same reasons. Don't think it's a themed bar, but it should be. But it doesn't look particularly bright and open either. But it's another oldie. Nah, so it was a steakhouse anyway. Oh, there's the cathedral. Let's head up there. Never mind. Who'll buy it? Look at that. Cool. But yeah, that's where we're heading. I reckon that's definitely upper Lincoln. You see that massive kind of hill that that's sitting on. So we're going to have to climb up there. When I have been up there, I want to kind of come back this way because there's a lot of cool buildings. There was one which is already out of shot. It was like an oil refinery, something. But that looked good. Bloody hell, Lincoln Town. I'm impressed, eh? Probably the Orange Goblin is still going, but it looks like we've stumbled across their live place where music happens. Lincoln Punk Festival. Charity show and let's it. Okay. Cool, that's pretty lovely. It's a little bit like the Institute, but a bit more castle-y. Now there was a Lincoln Castle. I don't know if it still exists because I know bugger all about the place. But there shall be castle walls to look at, I think. Don't know what that's part of. It's good though. We'll probably have to pop into that one. Very cool. I've only got the one night. I was here last night, but the rig finished way too late to be going on Gallivants. So went to the Spoons on the dock. And it was $1.99 a pint day, so can't complain. I found a slightly shit bit. This is a little bit Great Hampton Street to me, but we got a cost cutter, Bargy Booze, horrible candy shop, I think, called Casper's. Graffiti, because why not? So I think this is the Badlands, but we're on the way to the truth. So this is Danesgate. We're heading again, even the newer stuff, and I think I'd say that's probably late 17s, isn't it? It looks a lot like London. Just that building, not much of this. This is obviously new ish, repaired. This obviously new. That repaired, quite new. It's the Usher Gallery. So through there, off Danesgate, lovely little walkway through what looks like may have been, I mean, it looks like a graveyard, but I doubt it was. Maybe it was. See if we can go find some old photos with this being a graveyard, but I don't think so. All looks very uniform. It is high up though. Legs be feeling it. Is this Castle Wall? Maybe. I honestly have no idea what Lincoln has, apart from the cathedral, but again, it's just something I thought looked pretty bad boy. The size of this hole. What's that about? Quarry? Back in the day? We'll have to find out. I bet this is fascinating. Look at it. God damn. Very jealous of those garages over there. That's where I want to fix Morris Minors for the rest of my life. And as beautiful as it is, there's clues that Lincoln does have gutter scum in the area. And you can just see all that graffiti work next to the tree. Can you see that? There we go. So, you know, idiots that hide in the shadows to draw shitty pictures exist around here. There's another example just there, which is a shame, but we'll get them. Bored children. Oh dear. It's very cool. Oof. Come on now. That mid-September blinding sun. The 1977 bush pike, smashing it. So yeah, hills, hills, hills. And it keeps going. Well, this is bad boy. Feel bad when I bring the missus here because she's pushing the baby. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Everyone's batteries are flat in Lincoln. It's all getting a bit Harry Potter now. These are not wizards. This is not Hogsmeade. That is not Ollivander's. That's a pizza place, is it? Hasn't it? Oliveres. Yeah, it's got olives in it on it. Ooh, so there's the other Marstons. They have the collection. Same as that witch and wardrobe earlier. Castle Wall, I gather, so we're going to have a look at that in a moment. Oh my lord. Bloody hell. So I gather there's a uni here somewhere and everyone's done very well. Not quite the cultural melting pot that Birmingham prides itself on, but it's clean. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Yeah, it's impressive. So, we reckon the first stones for this are laid in the Norman times, or just after, 1066. Yeah, it's just during, isn't it? So, 1072, foundation stone, completed in 20 years by 1092. But then an earthquake in 1185 rocked it to the ground, essentially, and then it was rebuilt for the next few centuries in the Gothic style we see today. So, you know, 600,000 years old. What happened to us? It's a bit there, isn't it? And yeah, it's definitely my favourite. It's got a copy of the Magna Carta, one of 4 copies in the country. I think I saw the other one in Canterbury. It might be Salisbury. Can't remember. I've seen one. I think a guy tried to steal it with a hammer. So I don't know where the other 2 are. So apparently it did have 3 spires at one point. No, it has 0. They were all lost. Just like Notre Dame that you saw happen not too many years ago. Obligatory bit of scaffolding there from 1092. Very good. That's nice. That's very nice, but the other boys, isn't it? Ooh. Detail, mate. Lincoln, eye for detail. That's what this place has. Insane. I do prefer it to the big boys. I've done Canterbury. I prefer this. Makes me want to go to Cologne a bit more. But honestly, I think this will do it. I think that's fine now. Best cathedral ever. Okay. Ooh-wee. I mean, I'm sure I just read it. It's at £12 to see inside here, but the door is open. Well, I'm in. And a priest guy just closed the door behind him. Always feels weird filming in these places, but you got to appreciate it. Yeah, we have graduations going on. I didn't realise they did it. It started September. Didn't know that. So here we go. Lincoln's version. Well done, everyone.
Because it wouldn't let us start that week. We just sent out like a letter straight to us.
So that was good. Yeah, I think you can just go in any time. That's nice. I mean, that's churches for you, isn't it? Anyway, so I popped out the front again after looking at the graduation bit. Yeah, lovely. Just lovely. I do sometimes wonder what it is I'm missing when it comes to not being really into the religion thing, because look how much effort they'll put into it and money, and I'm just missing something. I think it's beautiful. It smells nice. But why isn't it just something that clicks? I don't think I'm a heretic. But, yeah. Almost makes me wish I could get into it, because it's clearly a sweet little club. But it always just seems a bit dry to me. Don't know. So there's been a few cool places to maybe grab a pint. Problem being, this happened to me at the Gloucester Green in Birmingham the other day. I had a job over the road, And you've got these pubs that are ran by, I'm not sure who the people are, social pub and kitchens, these people. But this deal is awesome, obviously, it's great. But if you're not a student, they're charging you £6.40 for the same thing. And I think that's just a touch too much. Because like you could be having, I think a burger and a pint for £6 if I was still being educated. Which doesn't make me rich because I'm not being educated. But yeah, that puts me off. I'm not spending £6 on a pint. The Lion and Snake. Find out what's going on there. Fancy chippy though. So, what was that? Bale? What were they called? I'll find out. I'm sure I took a photo. But yeah, went into the posh chippy. It was great. Some castle wall action on the way back from the chippy. Now I'm going to head back down to the dock. There it is. That's where I went. It was very good. Very good. I was actually watching bloody Gary Eats on YouTube the other day with the missus. Oh, there's the takeaway. There it is. Well. So that's where I went. Anyway, it was very good. Not the cheapest. So I'm not going to pop into the castle today because it's closed. But it's good. And there's an Indian right next door. Who knew? So now it's the big walk down the hill, which looks like we've got a great view at the end of this road of that landscape. To put some perspective on things. Yeah, what a lovely place. Lincoln. 31 years old. And this is my first time. So I don't know if you can see. Would there be Lower Lincoln? Which is where the dock be. Which is where I'm heading. Pop the camera over the wall. There you go. It's a big hill. There is obviously the fortress. Right at the top, it's very Rome. Like I was saying earlier, this basically founded properly by the Romans. And they nailed it back then. Around 2,000 years ago. They were good. So it's definitely not much of a cycling town. You just see people knackered, breathing out their arse and pushing their push bikes around, which is good. But yeah, this is Spring Hill. Don't know the history of it, but this is old, isn't it? Lordy. Yeah, and it looks like there's actually a lot of really good bars and pubs and just old taverns and stuff. Now, I'm not here to blow all my money. I'm here to make money. I got kids now, Will. So, gotta be sensible. And there's a nice Weatherspoons on the dock. And it's a hard ride onto Beaumont Fee. Whatever the history of that is. It's a weird word. And this looks like a long old jaunt. Basically down to the canal. Or I'll cross that to get back basically to where I was on that weird little alleyway. What do they call alleyways up here? Gullies? I don't know. I'm guessing it's not particularly cheap to live around here. Like housing wise, it's cheap enough to live here as far as there's Tesco's and all the usual stuff. It's not remote or anything like that. But it is a bit of it's a weird drive because there's basically no motorways this side of the country, I don't think. So you get off the M1 by Nottingham basically and jump on the A46 for a good bloody while until you basically just get here. Oh, this looks like an old police station that's done and dusted. So it's got very Nottingham at this point. By the, I think it's called the Navigation Pub. And that was right on a bridge going over the Trent. So yeah, similar, familiar. And now we're kind of just in this wiped out zone that's now an Odeon and a bit of a Star City affair. It seems to be doing well enough. Oh, so Nottingham, wow. No, foes a cool thing these days, isn't it? House of Pooh. I've actually reached my destination, the Royal William the Fourth. Apparently there's a quiz night going on, and the other lads on the job are in there. Proper quizzes. So yeah, we'll give that a go. So that brings my tour of Lincoln to an end. It was short and sweet, but very nice, very nice. And the moon's here. Very good. But yeah, it's kind of like Star City on the water. With this thing, which we'll read about. Well, thanks for joining me. I've been a Brummy Wonders. This has been Lincoln City. I hope you enjoyed your little ramble around. I did. I'll see you in the next one.